Is the PS5 going to be really expensive? More expensive than the Xbox Series X? Well, it looks like Sony have some kind of response. Let's get into it. What is going on, guys? Diller back again with yet another video. Sony detailing more and more about the PlayStation 5, including design, price, pre-orders, and more. And you know what? I want to talk about it with you guys, some of my best buddies. Here's the deal. Prefer Xbox, but I'm getting a PS5 day one. I also feel like I don't have to bash one platform because I prefer another one. That's so 2014. Microsoft and Sony are two parts to one whole, opposite sides to one coin. In fact, their marketing, pricing, so many things revolve around one another. So I like to cover this kind of stuff. Not to mention most guys on the Sony side that cover this stuff don't like editing. So let me do it for them. So what did old Jim Rhino say on the PS5? What about the design? What about the pre-orders? What about the price and the power and all the other things that I just said? Well, he did an interview with CNET. He had a few interesting replies I wanted to cover here. And of course, guys, as always, if you end up liking the video, hit that like button. And of course, hit maybe retweet or something. I don't know. Subscribe. Also, shout out to Open Mic. Check him out down below. Support that man. Let's get into the topic. CNET. Sony's PS5 design is it's bold and it's future-proofed, forward-facing, PlayStation CEO says. Now, not the most creative title for what's actually said in this article, but let's cover what's covered. When discussing the design of the PS5, like it or not, he says we wanted to do something bold, and by bold I mean have a big, bold, bulging bulge on the side of the system. I'm just kidding. He didn't say that. He said we wanted to do something bold, something daring almost. We dared ourselves to have a bulge on the side of our no, God, I'm just kidding. Sorry about that. Basically, with the design, he wanted to do something more futuristic. Like he said, something bold. Like it or hate it, let me know your thoughts down below. I kind of don't mind it, but I'm on the fence. We do know from the dimensions of the system that it is about the size of a PS3 Fat, and if you remember, those are pretty big machines. Not really a big deal to me. Let me know your thoughts down below. They also asked him what the difference is between the all-digital and the not all-digital. He then proceeded to smack them as hard as he could and say, what do you think? One has a disk drive and one does not. On a serious note, he does confirm that they are exactly the same. One just has a disk drive, one does not. I actually believe the diskless one was the original hero product, much like Albert Pinello was saying on Twitter. That was the one they planned to go with, and they plan to give you that option with the disk drive. I do recommend the disk drive, as I said in my last video. 4K movies, beautiful. They also did confirm that you can use your old PS4 discs, those that are actually backwards compatible with that disk drive as well. Now, regarding availability and pre-orders, he has the following to say. CNET then asks, how hard is it going to be to get a PS5 if I want one? And regarding availability and pre-orders, Jim Ryan does say today is a very important day for us. Following today, we will see meaningful activity in terms of the pre-order rate for the next generation PlayStation, even if the price is absent. And he essentially says that they'll still take pre-orders even if they have not announced the price yet, meaning, hey, maybe put $100 down and guarantee one. This is his way of saying if you do this, you're much more likely to actually get one for yourself at launch. Now, how much you'll end up paying, we'll get to that later. He does continue and say we will be collecting those data points, extrapolating what that actually means in terms of day one demand. We've obviously done this many times, and as you know, we're not perfect at it, but we are pretty good. A lot of very serious work starts for us now. Now, I paraphrase here and there, but I got it on screen. I got it linked down below. Basically, as you've just seen, he is saying, hey, we've done this a lot. We're really hoping to have plenty of supply. We failed pretty badly with the PS2 and the PS3 with that, but we're pretty good at it. On a serious note, hopefully they have plenty of systems to go out and get to consumers. If you remember, the Xbox One X even had a shortage at launch. I think there was trouble getting some PS4s and some territories as well. It's something that you should just kind of count on, and if you want that system early, be sure and put that $100 down. Question is, how much are you paying after that $100? Is it $300? Is it $400? Some people are thinking this thing will be $600 US. Guys, if the PS5 comes in at $600, you know, that's a problem. That's a real big problem. Based off of the comments of their CEO and as well as some of the architects of the system. The original price point for the PS5 was $400. That was the original price point. Bloomberg then reported that they got up to $450 and prices started to kind of get out of control. Their CEO was saying we need to build enough of them to get the price back down, meaning they were shooting for $400. Then they come out with 2 SKUs, which apparently, could be the plan the whole time. And my theory is, as I mentioned in my last video, is that maybe the discless one is going to be $399. The one with the Blu-ray drive in it is going to be $450, and hopefully they avoid that $500 mark, because that's where I think Xbox Series X is coming in. Now, Jim Ryan's official update on the pricing of the system is, hey, we don't have an update right now. We're waiting. You can still pre-order sooner than later, even if the price isn't out there. You'll probably, again, have to guarantee a $100 deposit. When it comes to backwards compatibility, they're talking about how you can still use the disk drive for those back-compat PS4 games. Otherwise, they will be tied to your account and made available, much like Xbox has done since 2015. However, the library at launch will be extremely limited, 100 titles or so, and throughout the generation, they plan on putting out thousands of titles that you may already own to become back-compat. That's great. Unfortunate that they can't do more sooner. Again, they would have to enable 50 to 60 titles a month to be back-compat all generation to get that entire library back-compat, but we'll see where that goes. When it comes to Xbox Series X and how it might compare, Series X I think is coming in at $500, and for a system that powerful, very, very, very quick for a console, that is a very impressive price. If Sony were to come in near that with their base model, that is a very, very big problem. There's definitely a performance delta there, and that's just coming from someone that knows how to read and understands what a lot of this power means. Most of you in the comments understand this as well. Very, very intelligent audience here, and that's why I want to know your thoughts down below. Pre-orders to be available sooner than later, even if there is no price attached. Back-compat is definitely a thing. The disk drive can be used for those discs. There is no difference between the base model diskless version of the PS5 and that of which has the disk drive, except for the disk drive itself. Some were theorizing that there may be some kind of power difference, or maybe there's something else. No. Microsoft, however, will have a lower-end Lockhart Xbox that will be around $300, and a substantially more powerful Xbox Series X at around $500. And again, I'd like to know your thoughts down below. All those links are down there. Patreon's down there if you want to support a channel like this, and of course, hit that join button if you want to become a channel member. Subscribe for more, hit the bell icon, and hey, call your mom. We should all call our moms more often. I've come to believe that. So I'm going to go do that. You guys have a great day. I'm Dealer. I'm out.